Frank Lloyd Wright once said, "Organic buildings are the strength and lightness of the spider's spinning, buildings qualified by light, bred by native character to the environment, married to the ground," and that nature is the only body of God that we see. Through his words and works, and that of his apprentices, nature is revered as the epitome of beauty, the embodiment of the Creator. In Austin, Texas, along the shore of Lake Travis, lies a home born of the earth, so magical that it transcends our preconceived notions of what a house ought to be. Gently perched atop a cliff along a quiet road, the house doesn't struggle against its terrain in an ostentatious display. Instead, it appears naturally, like a relic, reminiscent of the body of an ancient organism from a bygone era. Designed by Frank Lloyd Wright Apprentice John Covert Watson and built in 1979, the house has withstood the test of time, remaining largely unchanged over the years, married to the cliff much like the fossils of prehistoric creatures preserved in their natural state. It looks like it has belonged to the terrain for millennia and was discovered as opposed to being man-made. And this was likely Watson's intention. As a student of Frank Lloyd Wright, many of his designs were inspired by nature's organic forms and their relationship to the earth. This home serves as one of his best examples, as it not only resembles structures found in nature, it also intrinsically relates to its environment, grounding residents and reminding them of their location in time and space. While the house itself is breathtaking, it appears that Watson hoped to encourage admiration for the natural beauty of the terrain as well, using the home as a tool that complements and enhances the property, as opposed to overshadowing or neglecting it. As you approach the home, it appears like a mushroom, subtle and inconspicuous. It isn't until you make your way towards the entrance that its true form begins to emerge. The soft ribs and pores signaling towards the center of the ceiling are reminiscent of a sand dollar, and one can't help but feel that they are on the inside of the body of a once living animal. This design element continues into the inside, where the ceiling appears to rest overhead like a shell on the sand, and in the center, where all the ribs meet, is a small circular seashell, a miniature resembling the overall house structure. Along the ground plane, the white tile flooring is arranged in a rhythmic, curved pattern, echoing the movement of water. There are no hard edges in the house, mimicking the organic movements of nature. The house ushers residents to its edges, where they're met with a wall of glass offering unobstructed views of Lake Travis, as well as access to a rounded balcony. The house seeks to strengthen inhabitants' relationship with nature, serving as a sanctuary in which they can let their imagination run wild and as a picture frame through which to admire its setting, as was the desire of artist Eugenia Hunt when she commissioned Watson to design this home as her private studio and retreat way back in 1979. The kitchen is an unconventional space that places a heavy emphasis on circulation and movement. It features plenty of space and accommodations for modern living, but its driving purpose is the experience of the structure and its setting. Surrounded by windows, this rounded space offers unparalleled vistas, like a lighthouse gazing out at ships passing through the rocky shores. The stairwell is one of the most enchanting elements of the house, with its helical coil evocative of the whirl of a seashell and the golden spiral. It is in this space that the greatest sense of surrealism is experienced. As you look up, it offers the best view of the convergence of the ribs and skylights that give this home its Atlantean essence. The primary bedroom exists as a dreamy retreat from reality. The fireplace actually feeds into the same chimney as the living room, so it can be used to provide heat to both levels of the home, a shining example of Watson's meticulous consideration. A curvilinear ridge overhead guides your path towards a set of steps leading to a depressed lounge surrounded by bay windows. The elevation shift creates a distinct space, separate from the rest of the room, the perfect sanctuary grounded in the beauty of Mother Nature. The bathroom is a magical wonderland, encased in seafoam green tiles and basked in natural light. Time seemingly stands still in here, as you wash away your worries and submerge into the artistry of John Watson's mind. An open shower and decorated bathtub are illuminated by an oversized portal, offering views of the land and the water, like the window of a submarine surveying the ocean floor. The entire primary suite faces northwest, ensuring entrancing sunset scenes at the end of every day. As you step outside and feel the fresh air and see the landscape laid out before you, you get to experience the home exactly as Watson intended when he designed the home for Eugenia Hunt back in 1979. Like a sea thing emerging from its shell, you become one with the terrain, and you can feel the harmony between the structure and the cliff. With steps that lead down to the lakefront, residents can enjoy life on the lake with ease. And from the lake, the house can be seen as a mysterious presence, immortalized in its place, gazing over the water. It was actually from the lake that the current owners first saw the house and decided that one day they would own it. It appears as if it was once alive. It feels as if it is still alive. This house is a timeless piece of art, and this video is my tribute to John Covert Watson.